Hey, Matt.
Hey, Dana.
Thanks for seeing us today.
Sure. Welcome.
We're so excited that we can do the Chat with Matt online series.
Glad to
So
have
we
you.
look forward to getting to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So this is your office.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing about your office?
I love a lot of it, but I love the bay windows. They let in a lot of light. And then I also like having this guy here, our founder, William Plumer Jacobs. He's always looking over me, making sure I do the right thing.
Well, that's an important thing. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Michigan, so I was kind of like an Army brat. My dad worked for General Motors, and we moved all over the state of Michigan, so I lived in every single suburb of Detroit you can possibly imagine, more places than I can possibly remember.
What was your favorite thing about moving?
The chance to start over, to sort of reinvent yourself. It's a lot like coming to college. You get to try on something new for size and throw yourself into that.
Wonderful. So what's your favorite city in the United States?
I'd have to go with Washington, D.C. That's where my wife and I met, and we were married.
Well, that's an important reason to have it be your favorite. Where did you go to college?
I went to Alma College in Michigan. It's a small private Presbyterian affiliated institution, and my dad went there, and my cousin was the chair of the biology department, and I've got a couple of photos in there. My cousin is actually at the top right up there.
That's fun. What's your cousin doing there?
She is instructing a good friend of mine at a bio lab, and she was actually my advisor for a few years.
Your cousin was your advisor?
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Drove her nuts, I'm sure.
In high school, did you play any sports?
I did. I was a wrestler, and I played tennis.
What's your favorite thing about tennis?
Gosh, you need to be consistent, and you also have a chance to put points away when you have that opportunity. And so I liked the challenge of always trying to be consistent, but then also trying to put away a point when you had an opportunity.
Nice. Do you do any sports right as an adult?
Well, let's see here. I start every morning with a workout. So I'm usually in Springs, kind of there with students, or I start running around outside, usually for 5-6 miles. So it's a common thing to see me running around on campus.
What are you most excited for in life right now?
Oh, geez. Well, so professionally, I would say I'm just really grateful for the chance to be here. I see so much potential in PC. I think this place has just so much opportunity and potential. And then on a personal level, I would say my kids, they're now at the age where they're starting to get into things. And so it's a question of just finding out what they're into and then giving them opportunities to sort of chase their passion.
Wonderful. So, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook?
Well, I'd say Facebook because our students tell me I'm old. When I first got here, I did a little bit of a challenge. I made a claim that Facebook was better than TikTok just to kind of get a reaction and get students talking to me. And I heard a lot of chatter about how TikTok and Instagram are better than Facebook. But call me old and stodgy. That's what I'm using is Facebook.
So, describe yourself in a hashtag then.
Oh, let's see here. I suppose it depends on my mood, but right now we'll say #driven.
#driven. Nice. Okay. Your wife, Melissa, what's your favorite thing about her?
There are many things that I appreciate very much about her, but one of the things that comes with being married and is a lot of fun is you can sometimes have a conversation without words. So we can tell jokes or recall stories or have an entire conversation without saying anything sometimes.
You have a daughter,
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something funny she said lately.
Well, my daughter Sylvia and my wife and my mother were out shopping, and Melissa turns to Sylvia and says, "Sylvia, this is called retail therapy." And Sylvia deadpans, "This is called nothing for me."
You've got a shopper on your hands.
Yeah.
And you have a son, Jackson.
Yes.
How about him?
When we were driving, he was maybe 2 or 3 years old, so he's really small. He's in the back seat of the car, and something happens on the road, like life happens sometimes, and someone kind of swerved in front of us, and we had to brake hard and sort of pull off to the side. And then we hear this little pipsqueak voice in the back that says, "People are crazy." Cracked us up.
Your favorite band?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Do you play an instrument?
I play the trumpet. I've played the trumpet for, I would say, about 35 years now, on and off.
Wow. So what's the hardest song you've played on the trumpet?
I know the hardest song I've tried to play on the trumpet, and that's Flight of the Bumblebee, which was pretty impossible for me to pull off. But I don't know, anything with really high notes, that sort of used to be my thing. I'd like the high sort of blaring, soaring type of music, so all of that stuff.
If your life was a musical, what would the marquee say?
Now playing.
Nice. What's your favorite snack?
I would say kind of whatever is lying around, usually something healthy, but a handful of peanuts is probably the go-to.
So if we were to look in your refrigerator, what would we find?
It's pretty empty right now, but there would be always a thing of almond milk for sure.
Morning or night?
Oh, I'm annoying to both people because I'm up in the morning and up late at night.
Beach or mountains?
Beach all the way.
What's your favorite place to vacation?
Anywhere warm and on the beach.
If we were to see your bedside table, what's on your bedside table?
4 things: a lamp, my phone, a charger, and an alarm clock.
What's your favorite book?
I like everything by Malcolm Gladwell, but I would say my favorite book of his is The Tipping Point.
What are you currently reading?
I'm currently reading Ben Hay Hammett's Centennial History of Presbyterian College for like the 15th time. It's the book that chronicles the history of the college from 1880 to 1980.
Who's been the most influential person in your life?
For sure, both of my parents.
What's your walk-on song?
AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
Are you playing that at the inauguration?
Yes.
That's a nice little preview. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
It would be the power to predict the future.
What's your favorite place on campus?
Come on, I'll show you.
So in general, I like any place on campus where there are students. But if you ask me to pick a physical location, this is it. We're right on the east side of Neville Hall on the Cornelson edition. We've got Richardson Hall here. We've got the library there, and of course Springs and the fountain, which is a showpiece.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about the PC community?
Absolutely and without question, the people. How could I say anything otherwise?
Any special stories about the people when you first got here?
Yes. It's funny. When we got here, the moving truck, the moving company actually called us and said, hey, we're not going to be able to drop your stuff off today, tomorrow, next week, might even be a couple months from now. And so all of us ended up huddling on the empty floor in the president's house, sleeping on the golden retriever. And so it was a very cold and kind of uncomfortable existence. But when we woke up, somehow everyone already knew this story. And the facilities team ended up bringing us pillows and sheets and blankets and all the things that we needed to be sort of comfortable and to kind of get us by until the moving truck got there. So that's a prime example of how we take care of each other at PC. And I am, absolutely indebted to our facilities team.
So how are you feeling about inauguration?
I'm incredibly excited. There are, only 19 times in our history that we will have done this. And so they do tend to be really big deals. They're historic occasions, and I'm ready for the moment.
What are you most nervous about for next week?
I'm not nervous about anything. I'm excited, and I'm hopeful that we get all of our logistics straight, but it's a big event. Something unplanned will happen, and that's okay.
What events do we have to look forward to next week?
We're going to have a couple of really big announcements. We're going to have a couple even bigger announcements, and we're going to have a couple extremely big announcements. And so I'm excited about all of those things. You know, one of the special opportunities we'll have is on Wednesday. We'll have that gala. It's an opportunity for us as a campus to appreciate, enjoy, and celebrate each other before the world descends on us.
So regarding the gala, do you plan on dancing?
I will dance with my beautiful wife. Wait, is this recording?
Finish the sentence. The PC of the future looks like.
Incredibly prosperous, distinctive, and as beautiful as it is today.
So thanks for joining us, Matt. We know, like I said, we know you're super busy. Anything else you'd like to tell the PC family and community?
Yeah, I would just encourage you to engage in this week of activities, especially the inaugural ceremony at the end of the week on Friday. Inaugurations are not about presidents. They're about campuses, our past, our present, and our future. And I promise you, if you come on Friday, you are going to hear incredible news. There's something for everyone, students, faculty, staff alike. You will remember it for the rest of your life. It will be awesome. So make it there.